Let me know if you can relate to this. On my phone, I have more before pictures than one cares to admit. And I have very few progress or after pictures until I did intermittent fasting. Hello, my fellow fasting foodie friend, it's Jackie. And by reading the title, if you're new here, you might think I'm lying.
Hey guys, it's Joel. I'm just doing another reaction video here with Jackie, the intermittent fasting foodie. For those that don't know Jackie, if you've been looking at intermittent fasting, I'll be very surprised if you haven't come across her videos before. I really like Jackie. She's one of the people that got me into doing OMAD myself, and also it sort of inspired me to not only start one meal a day, but inspired me to, like she said, start taking before and after photos, and then that evolved into me starting my own channel and putting up my own videos. So this video is my opportunity to react to Jackie's perspective on OMAD and also give you some of my thoughts in relation to one meal a day and intermittent fasting. This is Jackie. As it says there in the video, this was her 300 days of consecutive sort of fasting update video, and it's a couple of years old, but it's almost had 2 million views now, so it's fantastic for Jackie.
Of 2020, when the pandemic was full force, we were home and we were eating all the time. Now at that point I had already wanted to lose weight, and the pandemic just made it worse because we experimented a lot with food, we ate a lot, we didn't have anything else to do, and I went into June of 2020 just feeling like a slug. And a friend of mine knew I was interested in intermittent fasting, but I had never taken the initiative to research and to do any work, and I found Fast Feast Repeat, a book by Jen Stevens. I can't recommend it enough. You can see it right here. I have an affiliate link linked below. I just recommend you read it. Anyways, I'm not going to go into that book. However, one of the methods of intermittent fasting outlined in the book is one meal a day. As soon as I started intermittent fasting, I realized that I felt best when I had a very short eating window between 2 and 4 hours. So because of that, I naturally cut out 2 meals of my day. I don't eat breakfast and I don't eat lunch. So I have been not eating lunch, not eating breakfast since late June of 2020. And here it is. Today is May 31st as I'm recording this. You'll see it sometime in June. I will share with you some stats and visuals on my intermittent fasting app shortly, where you can kind of see the data behind all of that. But almost every single one of those days, I have only ate 1 meal a day. And the really great thing is there are exceptions. I can make a longer eating window if I want. So days where it's important to me, like I was camping with my dad and his wife and her family.
Yeah, I'll pause it there. I think first things first, I actually went out based on Jackie's videos and I got a copy of Fast Feast Repeat from the library. So you can get it at your local library, and it's a pretty easy read. And exactly like Jackie said, it's a great resource to help you understand, not really understand OMAD, because it's kind of obvious what OMAD is if you think about it as just 1 meal a day, but it gives you some really helpful advice about how to manage the types of food you eat, how to manage your fasting. There are things in the book I don't necessarily agree with, and I've talked about that in other videos, but it's a great resource to get you started if you're interested in OMAD. And I obviously have listened to Jackie's videos in the past, and she's the one that got me onto that book. So check out some of Jackie's videos. I also, my own experience, just like Jackie, is I've done a bit over 380 days now consecutive fasting, but that's not necessarily consecutive OMAD. I've done, on occasion, Christmas morning, Thanksgiving, I've had lunches, I've had, I think, 5 breakfasts out of 390 days in total, which really annoys my wife. She loves going out for breakfast, and I'm always like, sorry, I'm not going to eat, I'll come out and have a coffee or whatever. Certainly doable if you're sitting there right now thinking, oh, I'll try OMAD, I don't know if it's for me. What I did, and I share this in my earlier videos around my transformation videos, which I'll share at the end of this video. I did a 30-day transformation video and a 60-day. I always said to myself, I'm going to stick to it for 100 days, rather than thinking about, oh, I'll try it out for a week, or I'll see how I feel after 2 weeks. And just having that mindset of setting yourself like a long-term goal, particularly with a diet change or a lifestyle change that is around a diet, that is probably the best way to achieve long-term success. Too many people are looking for short-term wins on a diet and they get disappointed when it doesn't work out. But if you set yourself a long-term goal and just think about it in terms of like 100 days, 200 days, 300 days. I originally said, I'll try 100 and then I'll try a year, and now it's been over a year. And that's just fasting. I said I'll start doing straight away OMAD, so I was doing 20 and 4, and I've pretty much stuck to 20 and 4 for 300 days. So this is really great advice. I would get the book, I would read the book if I were you, and I would set yourself a long-term goal and then just start fasting.
So I do have lots of videos on what one meal a day looks like for me. I have given examples, especially in my early weeks. I shared with you what my window looked like and what I ate. I also have videos that are strictly about one meal a day, but I'm going to briefly go over how I implement and what one meal a day looks like to me. There is some varying degree of what it looks like in the intermittent fasting community, and I'm sure I'll get people that disagree with me in the comments, and I'm fine with that because I'm telling you what has worked for me, and that is what I want to share and encourage others to explore or even consider.
Yeah, so before Jackie gets into the example meals, I think now that I'm watching this video again, it's kind of bringing back a lot of sort of memories and feelings about why I started OMAD, and particularly why I liked Jackie as a creator, and Ryan Johnson, if you haven't checked out his channel as well. And this is no offense to Jackie, but she's not a dietitian or a fitness expert. She's just a real person like me. Hopefully some people will see that I'm also don't claim to have any kind of credentials, and she's not selling anything. She's not overly pushy. Obviously people are trying to make money on YouTube, and that's understandable, but she's not overtly pretending to be coming from this position of extreme knowledge, and I think that's why it's really relatable. Same with Ryan. I think he's not a dietitian. He doesn't claim to be a doctor or anything like that. And so their content's relatable to me. And she's going to show her meals. And like she said, her meals aren't for everybody. But it is a great example that with OMAD, there is no real rules, right? It's really around restricting when you eat as opposed to what you eat. And as long as you are achieving a caloric deficit, so for people that don't know, as long as you're consuming less calories every day than you're ultimately burning, then you're probably going to have weight loss if that's your goal from OMAD. So it can be really effective, and when real people like Jackie and like Ryan, and hopefully people have watched my videos as well, when we share what we're doing and showing people that it's nothing fancy, it's not overly scientific, it's just about consistency, and the best way to be consistent is making it part of your lifestyle and something that you enjoy. Let's skip ahead and see what else Jackie has to say.
One meal a day to me has looked like this. I have a snack or appetizer, if you will. I eat my dinner, and if I want dessert, I have it, whether that is in the form of a Kahlua and cream, a cookie, whatever I want. I do not limit what I eat. I don't count anything. I don't exclude foods. I just eat what sounds good. And naturally, as a mom, I have fruits and vegetables at every single meal for my kids, and so that's part of what I eat. So I eat what I want every single.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty same for me. I don't necessarily have the appetizer part leading into a meal. I definitely do the main meal, and then I definitely have either dessert or a follow-up snack, and then I try to keep any of that snacking to within 4 hours of when I ate my meal. And when I say snacking, so because I eat in the evening, I typically will have like my main meal with the family around about 5 or 6 p.m. and then we'll sit down to relax after we do baths and bedtime routines, and we'll watch some YouTube or Netflix or whatever. And I like to enjoy a snack while I'm watching television. So whether I have some chocolate, some dessert in the form of like yogurt, fruit, or ice cream with the kids, or I'd like to have popcorn. And I've been trying to substitute. Typically what I would have loved to have is like corn chips or Doritos or tortillas or something like that. But I mean, it's just about making good choices, even if you're doing OMAD. So I don't have those all the time. I'll typically have like a lower calorie snack option in that 4 hour eating window. So this is all things that I learned from Jackie, things that I learned from the Jen Stevens book. And I also have talked about the Michael Mosley book, Fast 800, in the past as well. Let's skip ahead and see what else Jackie has to say.
As I'm recording this, I'm still fasting. So there's my black coffee. So all of the benefits that I've received greatly outweigh any sort of sacrifice, and really once you adjust, it really doesn't feel sacrificial. Your body feels so good in a fasted state, and the hunger really is only temporary as you're adjusting. But the benefits I've received, I no longer show that I have a fatty liver on my blood test. That is amazing. When I was 24, they told me I had a very fatty liver, and I really had to be concerned with being overweight. Number two, my eyesight has improved. That was necessarily not something that I wanted, but I've had the same eyesight for over 8 years. It hadn't changed as far back as I have records for, and since intermittent fasting, my eyesight has improved, and at age 33, that's really not that common. Also, I had a foot fungus on my toenails for over a decade. It never changed, and if it did change, it only got worse. And since intermittent fasting, it has almost completely gone away, and I am confident that soon here it will be gone. So these are all obviously not weight related, but on top of that, I've lost 30 pounds and many, many inches.
Yeah, so there's some benefits that Jackie listed, and it's funny she started the section drinking black coffee. If you're a faster, you tend to fall in love with black coffee. I can tell by looking at Jackie, even this video is 2 years ago old, and I still watch Jackie's content quite regularly. I think she's still lost further weight from this video, so she's talking about 30 pounds, and the videos I've seen, she definitely looks leaner in the face and that sort of thing. So I think she's continued to lose weight during OMAD in the last 2 years. And I can certainly notice when I've watched Jackie's videos that you could see that her complexion sort of changes as she's lost the weight as well, which is an interesting observation. From fasting, I didn't know that about the eyesight thing. I think that's pretty interesting development. And I haven't really noticed any other physical changes apart from the weight loss. Probably activity levels have altered, but I put that down more to cutting out some alcohol from my diet, which I'll talk about in other videos. I don't think my complexion, I haven't had any sort of skin changes, and one that often comes up for men is, fasting makes you lose your hair. I haven't experienced that. I'm getting older. It's literally, I'm sitting down now, it's my 38th birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. But I haven't lost all of my hair yet, but I'm certainly thinning. I don't put that down to fasting. That's age related, and it's probably genetic for me. But some people report that. So if that's something you're concerned about, maybe do some research and talk to a dermatologist if you're concerned. I am personally not that vain that I'm worried about hair loss. In fact, it comes with the territory. But yeah, I haven't really noticed any other sort of physiological changes. Most of mine have been psychological in terms of getting confidence back from losing weight, getting confidence back from having a creative output like my YouTube channel. So
I'm going to take you into my Zero app. My Zero app is where I track my fast every single day.
I also used the Zero app to start with, and then for a while it got weird and kicked people out because it wanted to be a paid subscription. And then I don't know if they changed it or if I just read the fine print properly, but you could still continue using the Zero app. In the free version, it just had reduced bells and whistles. So I definitely would use the Zero app and recommend that as well. Jackie's going to share a photo there. That's what the Zero app looks like, and it helps you just track your fasts and repeat your fasts. It's not rocket science, but it is quite helpful to use.
Every single day, and really look at the difference from this picture to this picture in 311 fasts. And I never felt deprived. I never felt like I was dieting.
Look, I'm not going to show you all Jackie's before and after photos. You can go and see them on her channel. But I think it's really a great outcome for her, and it's really great that she can inspire so many people. As of the time of this video, she's got over 70,000 subscribers, so there's obviously a big following of people who enjoy her content just like I do. If you haven't checked out Jackie's channel, look her up on YouTube. It's Intermittent Fasting Foodie. And if you haven't looked up my channel, check that out as well. My videos are more targeted toward men, but I think they're relevant across all genders and all age groups. But let me know if you're liking the videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.